Proof essayist here, another optimization problem. This time I'm given this arbitrary function here, h of n equals kn over 1 plus n squared, where k is a natural number and h of n is a function which models the number of hype I get when a new episode of DC comes out. And what is DC? No, it's not DC Comics, although I am a really big Batman fan. No, I'm talking about this Detective Conan. Yeah, because that's been my boy anime ever since I got into high school. And the question I'm going to ask is, my max hype is going to be for what number and what number of episodes, new episodes that come out. So n is the number of new episodes that come out. There are two ways you can go about doing this. It's an optimization problem, so you have to take the derivative and set equal to 0. But you could always take the denominator, put it into a negative exponent, and then do product rule and chain rule. For simplicity today, I'm going to do quotient rule out since this is such a simple problem for everyone. So the quotient rule, just to let you know, is if we take the derivative function as dh by dn, we can model this as the denominator expression, I call it denom, times the derivative of the numerator, I call it dnum, num being an infinitesimal here, minus num times d denom. So derivative of denominator times numerator here. And all of that is divided by the denominator squared. So according to this function, that's going to be 1 plus n squared. That's going to be multiplied by k. That's going to be, just k. That's good because that's the derivative of kn. That's going to be subtracted by kn multiplied by 2n, and all divided by 1 plus n squared, quantity squared. Since this has to equal to 0, we can cross multiply on both sides. This denominator can never be 0, so we can ignore that, and we simply get that 0 equals k 1 plus n squared minus 2k n squared, which if I parse that out, that becomes k plus k n squared minus 2k n squared, which then becomes minus k n squared and then I subtract to both sides. I can factor out a factor of k from here, and I get 1 minus n squared, which is the difference of two squares. So 0 equals k times 1 minus n times 1 plus n. And so n is going to be plus or minus 1, but since we're dealing with number of episodes, which is going to be the natural numbers, the only answer which makes sense is n equals 1. One episode and already my hype will gradually decline so much. I guess this must be the work of a filler episode. Honestly, this and One Piece, way too many damn fillers. But yeah, and if you're interested overall as to what this kind of function looks like for outside of this little joke context I have, it will typically look like this. So as you increase your value of k, this little point where you have the stationary points will get steeper and higher. But yeah, that's it. N equals 1 is when my max height will be the greatest. I'm presuming if this model's like my height being measurably disappointed, it would be during, I think there was like 1 year, 3 years ago, where they were just broadcasting only filler and remasters. But then that's that. Okay, so that's the problem done. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, subscribe, and comment. Until then, I will see you